Let's work on the mouth a little bit. I've got my Crimson Lake and my Vermilion mixed up. And I'm going to go ahead with this little, it's a knot. And I'm going to outline the lips. But while I do that, I am really painting the lips. In other words, I'm finding the character of the lips. Being aware that the color is changing as it moves into the corners. And that the mouth is not totally outlined. Coming down underneath the top lip, I'm seeing that it's darker. And it's probably a time to drop in just a little bit of blue, cobalt. There. There we go. I'm getting warm again with my crimson. Well, pink again with my crimson. And this corner. Now, I want to add a little vermilion to that so it can mix on the paper. And I'm going to start dragging this downward. Now I have to be careful because that is a little warmer in there, but not a whole lot. I can always put a wash over top. Right now, I want to get the character of the lips. This is on dry paper, by the way. I'm still working with the odd brush, and now I'm dragging some of this blue downward. And see, I just love this kind of work. I'm so excited about her lips. I'm also seeing that I can drag further. And I still have the outline of the lip. Also up here, this is a little warmer, it seems, I think. There. Yeah. All right, I am just starting to paint what I see. And I'm going up. Toward her nose. I'm going to drop in a little bit of blue right in here. And it seems to work its way over here. All right, this little art brush isn't the best brush, but I don't want to lose my momentum. There. Now the light will catch on the outside rim of her lips, similar to what happens to a flower on the very edge of the petals. So I want to be careful to leave that edge. Still working with the small brush, I'm starting to move down. Adding a little blue to my Crimson Lake. I'm coming down the side here. This is deeper. And I'm going to scrub out that line. And I'm going to let it continue downward. And we'll come back and scrub that line out too. There we go. Okay, let's keep going down this crease. Well, and we're going to end it right about here. I'm going to go and just there. Okay, I'm going to go get my 4 brush. Here we go. This is going to work a lot better. So we're working a little more with the woman in the headdress. Still working on dry paper. Just reducing all these nuances and the character of her face into shapes, erasing my lines as I go. There's just so much to see there. Still working in Crimson Lake with just a tad of vermilion. And building this side of the face. Working the base here. And darkening this side of the face. Gets warm right in here. As it comes down the neck. And we can go ahead and put some in there. All right, now while that's wet, I'm gonna get my blue. This is straight cobalt. It's the pure cobalt. And I'm going down the side of that face. And it's running down the paper because I'm working upright and it's cooperating. And that looks very nice to me. This is dry. It's taking it nicely, and I have a chance to come up the side of the chin. Right in here. And I meet that one. Okay. Staying on top up here because I know that my camera is pointed to the top of the head. There. Adding blue to the hair because that's what I see. Quite a bit of blue. Straight cobalt. And I'm going to let it run right down the face. And deepen that side of the face even more. And this can get darker. This is still cobalt, just working in layers. Still cobalt. There. Now I'm starting to feel her hair. I'm going to come up here under the headdress and start to darken in cobalt. Cobalt, even more so, running down the paper. I love it. Just dropping it in to darken. Not sure about that right there. Still cobalt. All right, I'm going to go in here with a little cobalt on top of some of these darker areas in her nose. I'm being selective as to where they go. And now with the cobalt, I'm going to go around her nose to deepen this area. And you can see using multiple layers how I'm able to create the depth in her face. And these are hair strains. Okay, we're going to let this video end. And here we see a little more of the side of her face. While that's wet, I hope I have that correct. Okay, let's, there, call that finished.